All right. So, doing this a little bit differently. Let's talk about the books that I'm going to be pre ordering. Well, maybe you should pre order this weekend on FOC. Welcome back to Comics Are Dope. I'm BJ Kicks, and this is a special live edition of FOC. Hopefully, you're watching on the replay because I did not announce this before. But if you're not familiar, FOC stands for Final Order Cutoff. It is the final deadline for your comic shops to order books before the print run is set. And therefore, if you order your shops at your local comic shop, order your books at your local comic shop before FOC, that pretty much guarantees that you'll have that book waiting for you on the release day. Now, funny enough, I do not have a ton of books that I'm going to be buying on this FOC, at least not anything that wasn't already on my pull list. But that doesn't mean that there aren't great books, or at least books that will be interesting to you coming up. And so let's talk about some of those, starting with this from Image Comics, written by James Tynion IV, art by Jordi Belair. This is World Tree #1. So in 1999, Gabriel and his friends discovered the Undernet, a secret architecture to the internet. They charted their exploration on a message board called World Tree. Then they lost control. Someone broke into World Tree, someone who welcomed the violent hold the Undernet had on them. At great personal cost, Gabriel and the others thought they sealed the Undernet away for good. They were wrong, and now they will know the meaning of fear. So this is absolutely a horror book. I mean, you can see this lady right here. She's like dead with a phone in her hand. This, what I don't know what's going on, but you guys know horror books aren't really my thing. I say they aren't really. They aren't my thing pretty much at all. But James Tynion is like on fire right now. He's done Something's Killing the Children, Department of Truth. He's on something else right now. Nice House on the Lake. Horror is definitely his bag, and that's kind of where he's making his bones. So, if you want the next horror epic from James Tynion, this is that. It's on FOC this weekend, so your shop has to order it by Monday, March 20th, and it'll be in stores on April 12th. And let's see what else we've got up on FOC. Like I said, not a ton of #1s that I'm super interested in, but this one seemed pretty cool. So this is The Great British Bump Off #1. It's a 4-issue mini, an Agatha Christie style murder mystery set in the world of English competitive baking, from John Allison and Max Sarin, which enters our country's most beloved baking competition. Shauna Wickle's goal is to delight the judges, charm the nation, and make a few friends along the way. When a fellow contestant is poisoned, it falls to her to apprehend the culprit while avoiding premature elimination from the UK bakery tent and being the poisoner's next victim. Okay, so this just sounds really interesting to me. For one, I like a good murder mystery, but also she's still trying to bake stuff and like win the competition while solving this mystery. So that just sounds fun. It sounds fun. And let's see. So those are two indies. And honestly, like I said, there's not really a ton on FOC this weekend that I'm like, oh, I gotta grab that. I gotta grab that. There is one book that I probably should let you know about from Lunar Distribution. Actually, I'll just kind of scroll through the page and show you. So for March 19th, Lunar Distribution, there are some books on FOC. You guys know I like to try to show you books that are brand new series, but not a ton of new series on FOC this weekend. But there's a few different things, right? So Batman Beyond the White Knight is getting a hardcover. This will be the standard size hardcover. The deluxe will come later, but it's in stores on June 13th of this year. And the FOC on it's this weekend. The retail price will be $29.99. This will collect Batman Beyond the White Knight 1 through 8 and White Knight Presents Red Hood issues 1 and 2. So I've heard nothing but good things about Beyond the White Knight, but I've not read any of the White Knight books yet. So I'm not going to grab this one. I'll wait till the deluxe comes out, or I'll just read it online. Let's see. There are a few others. So the Dark Crisis Young Justice hardcover. This was set during during Dark Crisis, wasn't really integral to the story going on. It just dealt with Dark Crisis dealt a lot with legacy characters, and this kind of plays with the fact that there were already legacy characters before the characters that got the spotlight in Dark Crisis. What's happening with them? What kind of challenges are they facing, and how are they feeling about everything going on? I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it, but that's out. That'll also be in stores June 13th, and it's on FOC this weekend as well. And I'm gonna try to make this quick, or as quick as possible. There is a Superman book on FOC this weekend. It's actually a few trades. So Static Season 1, if you missed out on the hardcover, you can get the trade paperback for about $10 cheaper. And that will be in stores on May 30th with FOC this weekend. I really enjoyed this series. You guys know how I feel about this series. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but just letting you know. Trade paperback. This Superman 78 and Batman 89 box set. So if you didn't already grab those hardcovers, now you can grab them all together. What I enjoy about both of these books is that they kind of design it to be like a VHS. And so they play with that even more for the box set. So $49.99 cover price. That's will be in stores. Wow. September the 5th. So yeah, it's a super pre-order. Go ahead and grab that at OPB. And then here's another one. So the Superman Camelot Falls Deluxe Edition. So written by Kurt Busiek with art by Carlos Pacheco, who unfortunately passed not too long ago. But Superman's happily married, Intergang is on the run, and Metropolis stands as a shining example of a modern day Camelot. But even the Man of Steel may not be powerful enough to avert disaster when an ancient sorcerer prophesies that Camelot will fall. Superman 654 to 658, 662 to 664, 667, and Superman Annual number 13 with a brand new introduction from Kurt Busiek. I mean, that's almost a year of stories right there. So that should be a nice deluxe. I never read it. Superman Lost came out this week. It was pretty good. Issue 2's on FOC this weekend. Just as an aside, I think that's all I wanted to showcase on DC. So let's move on to okay, here's a fun book that I found. The Best of John Buscema's Roy Rogers comics. I've never read I've never read a Roy Rogers comic. Never watched a Roy Rogers Western. All I know about Roy Rogers is his restaurants. So there's that. But I know a lot of people love Western comics. And I mean, John Buscema, I mean, it's going to be good art. It's a hardcover and it'll be $60. That's a lot. But I mean, that's not a ton actually, considering how much people are charging for hardcovers of all sizes. So that's everything coming through Diamond and through Lunar. I did decide to go through PRH real quick, Penguin Random House, just to see if there's anything cool. X-Force has a pretty cool variant cover this week, or for issue 39, which I think is 2 issues ahead of where we are right now. Let's see. Yeah, March 20th is the FOC, but this will be in stores on April 19th. So yeah, a month from now. I really like that cover. I like it a lot. Reruns here. What's up, man? First like. I feel you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, there's not a ton on FOC that, like I said, I'm super excited about. I just like to show you guys what's coming out, keep you, abreast of things. That way you're not like, missing out, or you're not caught by surprise when a book comes out, 3-6 months after the fact. The only other thing that I've got that I'm pre-ordering personally are some of these covers for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Armageddon game. Man, Nightcrawlers. I'll be so glad when Sins of Sinister is over. Maybe they'll pull me back in with Storm and the Brotherhood next week. But just scrolling through, because we're here live, I can do stuff like that. Armageddon game number 7, cover A, is pretty cool. That's an 8-issue series. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you wanted the Invincible Iron Man Omnibus Volume 1, that's on FOC this weekend. Last Ronin Lost Year's Director's Cut. Look, Last Ronin got all my money last time around. They're not getting it this time. So those were just a few books coming out on FOC. Like I said, not a lot. There's World Tree from Image. I think a lot of people will be interested in. There's another book coming out from Image that I'm sure people will be interested in. It's just a little vulgar for me to show on my channel. The Great British Bump Off seems fun. And that John Buscema Roy Rogers comics also seems fun. So anyway, I don't know what you're pre-ordering. I don't know what you're buying. I don't know what you're reading this week, but hopefully it's something dope. And I'll see you guys in another video soon. Until next time, peace.